Hollywood is hell-bent on destroying everything we love, and now they're setting their sights on John Wick with this ridiculous new entry in the John Wick universe starring a strong female lead, because Keanu Reeves is apparently not good enough. There's a new film that's going to be in the John Wick universe called The Ballerina, which has a female lead in it, and of course they're going to be pushing the whole female action hero once again, trying to make that a thing when it continues to fail time and time again in the box office pretty much every time Hollywood tries it, and there's reasons for that, of course, but once again, this is another film that is struggling in major ways, and they just got a bunch of bad news in regards to where this film is heading. Female-led John Wick spinoff Ballerina with Ana de Armas delayed 1 year for massive reshoots. Another day, another female-led action film was delayed due to the need for reshoots, and this is a common problem that Hollywood has. The John Wick franchise has been the most influential action franchise for the last 10 years. If you're going to watch a John Wick film, you know that you're going to get at least 2.5 hours of people getting shot and killed in creative ways. Love the John Wick films. I absolutely just, those films are fantastic. But pretty much as soon as they announced this film was going to be a thing, I was already starting to get some red flags about it. Most of the time, it is used as an opportunity to push more of the identity politics type of nonsense, and it wouldn't surprise me if that is going to be the case with this. As we know, Hollywood likes to wokeify pretty much everything, and this could be yet another example of that, where they need to, of course, wokeify the John Wick universe. However, after the release of John Wick Chapter 4 last year, it seemed like Lionsgate was moving away from Keanu Reeves and pivoting towards Ana de Armas in a spinoff entitled Ballerina that could spawn a new series. Last week, Lionsgate confirmed that the upcoming spinoff has been delayed for a full year due to the director wanting to add more action scenes. According to Deadline's report, the production will bring in series mastermind Chad Stahelski to work with the director Len Wiseman on the new sequences. The film being delayed a full year with just over 3 months left before its release raised some major red flags about the project. Insiders question whether the film is undergoing massive reshoots to fix a part of the movie that is major and maybe disastrously broken. So my prediction is that this film is kind of a disaster at the moment, which is why they need to bring in the man himself, the mastermind behind John Wick, Chad Stahelski, to come in to try to save this film from utter disaster. Which, will he be able to? I don't know. Chad Stahelski, I'm a huge fan of him. I'm a huge fan of what they've done with the John Wick series, and I think that he has done something extremely brilliant. But of course, he has his own mentality behind why he created John Wick and why he continues to make those movies, and it has nothing to do with any sort of identity politics nonsense. It is all about making films that are kind of these modern mythology type of films that have great action sequences and tell an interesting story, and he's done a pretty good job with that up until this point.
The new shooting for Ballerina, which is the spin-off with Ana de Armas of the John Wick franchise. You know, it's like they've got to protect the franchise. And obviously, I did it, when was it? We did it about a year ago. We did the movie Ballerina. And they've looked at it, and Chad's come in, the guy who directed all the John Wick movies, and they want to make it better because they have to protect, because Keanu's in it as well.
Maybe Chad Stahelski came in and he saw just how big of a mess it was, and he was like, okay, we got to do something about this. That's always a possibility. Him saying that they needed to protect the franchise is also good to hear, because it shows that maybe there's a little bit of respect still for this franchise.
Just finished watching the Continental, the prequel to... No? Have I said the wrong thing?
Why would I say no? Not wrong. No, they never asked anybody about it. They just went and did it. And
did they?
Yeah, I said, I just went and did it with, and somebody asked Keanu and me about it. We both went, I don't know, nobody ever asked us about it.
Thanks for bringing that up, Ant.
Now that's interesting what he's saying there, because I definitely was not a big fan of the Continental show. I watched the first episode and I was like, this just isn't it. Maybe it'll be good, but who knows? You know, like, it's always up in the air, and I always have, of course, kind of that knee-jerk reaction, red flag type of thing whenever I see one of these female-led, strong female spin-offs and all that type of stuff, because we've seen how much Hollywood has completely just blown it in the past when it comes to this type of stuff. With that being said, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.